So I'm going to prepare for my CS. My bad. I'm going to prepare for my research presentation, and this is my presentation. Good morning, sir. My name is Kanak Sharma, and I am in second year masters. Am I making mistakes? Good morning, sir. My name is Kanak Sharma, and I am doing my masters, and I am in the fourth semester. This even the teachers know that. Why am I including this? Okay, let me just skip it and let me just think that what I have to add or what I have to. Okay, my name is Kanak Sharma and roll number is enough, I think. Okay, so good morning, sir. My name is Kanak Sharma and my roll number is 2400 dash dash dash, and I'm going to give my presentation on my research topic, which is bivariate alpha fractal interpolation function. Okay, you might be wondering why am I looking like this, because actually I have put my camera to this side. Let me just fix that. Now I will not look here and there, and also I have this whole list that all these things I have to say in the presentation, although I know most of it, but I have to say this in a well organized way, so that the teacher will not so that the teacher get impressed. Yeah, so okay, let me just start over again. My name is Kanak Sharma and my roll number is this, and my research topic is on bivariate alpha fractal interpolation function. I choose this topic because one of my cousin suggested me, and he is an assistant professor. He suggested me that you can do this topic for your research, and I just googled it and I found out a research on that. And what fascinates me here is the fractal part. What is fractal? As the name suggests, bivariate alpha fractal interpolation function. Let me just break it down. It has the major part, which is fractal, and what is fractal is, I don't know why am I getting nervous. I just paused the video because of that. Okay. What is fractal? Fractals are basically a structure which is self-similar. Whenever you're going to zoom into that, you will see a similar structure. For instance, a Mandelbrot set you can see. Here, a Mandelbrot set can be generated with a simple function, an iterated function. Iterated function means a system that repeats itself is its quality, okay, or its property. Iterated property, that it is going to repeat itself. Now, for instance, as I have mentioned that we have Mandelbrot set. Mandelbrot set has a simple formula: Zn plus 1 is equals to Zn square plus c. So this is the general formula for creating the iterated function system of Mandelbrot set. And this is a iterated function system. As I have mentioned, what is an iterated function system? It is a combination of, or a finite collection, we can say a finite collection of contractive mappings. What is a contraction mapping? A contraction mapping is a set contraction mapping is a mapping in which the distance is going to be reduced. Okay, so this is all about the iterated function system in Mandelbrot set. But basically what it is doing, why I opt for fractals, basically this bivariate alpha fractal interpolation functions, or the fractals, they are used for approximation. Approximation of what? The coastal areas, they are going to approximate that in a nation or any country if we mention. So if we want, my bad. Supposingly we have a country, my bad guys, I was continuously speaking, so it happens. Okay, so in a country or any nation, when we have to measure the boundaries, this is the best way to do so, with using the fractal interpolation theory to measure the dimensions. This is why we opt for fractals. Fractals are also a part of multiverse university. I think everywhere we can find the fractals, in the nature, in approximation, and geometric fields, or like geometric shapes and everything. And also for the nature part, you can see that in the multiverse theory. Also you can see that in the snowflakes structure, that it is self similar. And not just Mandelbrot set, there is another set also, I don't remember that, I need to check that also. Apart from that, now I have covered the Mandelbrot set. Let me just come to the next slide. That I was saying is that we have the structure of iterated function system. a finite collection of contraction mappings. If we take the finite collection of contraction mappings and we take the union of that, what we get is a attractor. That is the fixed point of those mappings. What is the fixed point of those mappings? Supposingly, first we need to understand the iterated function. What is an iterated function? My bad, interpolation function. What is an interpolation function? A function is, let me just give you a function's definition. What is a function? When you get exact one output for each input, then that is said to be as a function. What is an iterated function? Iterated function means a repeated function. What is an interpolation function? Interpolation function is when you have put, like for instance, you have prescribed when you have a function for a prescribed data set, that is said to be as the interpolation function. What is a prescribed data set? Supposingly we have in a graph x or y, and that is xy. That xy is said to be as the data set, and for that data set you have created f of xy is equals to f of x is equals to y. So that data set is a bivariate interpolation function. So in fractals they have to satisfy the interpolation condition. That is a must for them to be a fractal. Now every function can become a fractal when we add an alpha factor. So that is why my thesis statement is said to be as bivariate alpha fractal interpolation functions. So at alpha, add the roughness to any graph. Supposingly we have a mountain like this. Now let me just draw it and show you what can alpha do. This is, I can show that on a paper. This is what the mountain structure that we create, right? Okay, let me just create a better one. Yeah, this is not better, but at least better than before. So this is just a mountain that we all can create. But when it is about this is a function. This is a constant function that we can form, continuous function that we can form. But if we wanted to create a fractal function that has fractal perturbations, so we can make it like this. Okay, let me just erase it and show you what am I saying. This type of structure, that is the actual mountain structure, that is rough. The roughness can be added by the alpha. So this alpha can be added so that we can add the roughness to any function. So this is all about the topic that I opt for. Now in the theory, this is all 8-minute video. Let me just end it. See you, bye.